already know, man. Superhero fitness, let's go.
Yeah, I'm getting to these games. Yeah, I'm getting to these games. Yeah, I'm getting to these games. The sweat, the strain, and the pain, it's all a part of the game, man. We getting to them games, yeah. We getting to them games, yeah. We getting to the game. Superhero, the name of the cage.
DA got that dope.
All right. All right. My bad. That got a little out of hand. My bad. So, I'm starting today's workout with what I call the flow. Goddamn flowetry on your ass. What are the flows, you ask? Flows is basically different mobility exercises, you transitioning from one to another. So why do the flows? We know, this is documented evidence. We got case studies that know, that share, that study. You perform better when you do a dynamic exercise or dynamic stretching or mobility before you train. This is my dynamic warm-up, basically is what I'm saying here. This one I call the posterior chain flow because I am loosening up my hamstrings, my glutes, and my back. So that is your posterior chain. All those things, they work in unison, in chorus. Man, that's some good vocabulary words right there. In unison, in chorus, to actually help me demolish this day. All right, so a few weeks ago, I was listening to a podcast, and the podcast was saying if somebody can run fast, if somebody can jump high with the 40, if somebody was super strong, why can't they jump high? Essentially, you use the same muscles. I kind of agree with that to a certain extent. One of the things that we agreed upon listening to that podcast was that you use the same muscles. So if you're really, really strong, it should help you become faster and more explosive. The problem is people didn't have the mobility, the functionality, they didn't have the applied strength. They had the functional strength, but not the applied strength. So that's what my program is now going forward. I am trying to apply the strength that I'm getting in the gym. One of the ways I'm doing that is by my workout today. This is my applied strength day. I do a snatch from the ground. I do a hang clean from about mid hip, and then I do a push press, which is going to be overhead. The biggest thing with this bad boy, it is technique. I am not great at Olympic lifts. I am not great at snatches and cleans. So don't look at me or my video as the way to do it. And in actuality, I have been getting help from one of my colleagues who I used to coach with named Michael Beal. He's been giving me pretty good insight on helping me do snatches properly. So today the main goal with the snatch for me was to have very, very, very explosive elbows. Some of the things the snatch actually works well with or improves is going to be your mobility. For me, definitely in my ankles, definitely in my hips. Also with your shoulder stability, it is going to be huge. Why am I going off the blocks? I'm not using a 45 yet. So if you do not use a 45, your positioning will be kind of off. So if you use the blocks, you can kind of have the perfect starting position. So that's why I'm using the blocks today, just so I can have a better overall starting position. So when I do get up to doing 45 on each side, it's not a foreign movement. I'm already used to being able to do that movement. Today, by far, it was like week 4 for me doing these. By far, the best. The best. I feel like I've been making some solid progress with the snatch, the power snatch from the ground. So then after that, we went to do hang cleans. I was getting some serious shade, some serious hate last week when I posted my hang clean video on my IG stories. And if you're not following me on Instagram, you're losing right now. You're catching mad ass. Why you not following me on the gram, dog? Follow me on the gram, dog. Coach_CJ_Coach CJ, whatever it is. Follow me on the gram. They were saying why I'm not catching it in the squatted position. The main reason, I do not have mobility in my wrists or my lats to be able to do a proper front rack position with the hang cleans. So I don't do them. Get off my case. I'm trying, man. I'm trying. I put my best foot forward. So leave me alone. Next, I went with behind the neck push presses. If you have not done this movement before, it is not the healthiest movement for your shoulder to be into. So do this very, very, very precautiously, very gingerly. I went up to 185 pounds today. I'm about 179 pounds. I could probably do another 20 to 30 pounds, but I'm being cautious. I do not want to get injured doing this movement. So, take my lead on that. Be cautious with doing this bad boy. So those are going to be my explosive movement on my applied strength movements today. Later on, I will upload a few ones to show you the other training I've been doing. But like always, baby, don't be stingy with your gains. Share my video, like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification button so you can know when all my new videos coming in.